Well, on the screen, you see two of the most hated women in MMA. Yeah, you do. Two of the most hated women in mixed martial arts today. That's funny now. You know, just a few months ago, people didn't care much for Amanda Nunes, not at all. And now, she got a lot of fans. Wow, how did that happen? Stay tuned. All right, LDBC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and break this down. Let's see if I can get this done in 8 minutes, okay? All right, so we know the two women that you see on the screen. They're two of the most hated women in mixed martial arts. I mean, let's just put it out there. They are. And they basically hate it for no reason. It's just, people just have their own biases and they don't like them for their various reasons, but we know they hate it. But, here's the thing, man. So, I'm looking at Cris Cyborg's Twitter account, okay? And, she's getting a lot of comments like, hey, you ducking Amanda, you ducking Amanda. It's funny, how all these Cris Cyborg detractors, every last one of them, okay? They tend to just completely disregard what she says. They completely disregard that, and they automatically assume that Cris Cyborg is telling a lie. Isn't that something? It's with this whole thing with this guy, Mark Aragon, who he got all butthurt. He got all just crazy and all just pissed off because Holly Holm got beat up. And Holly Holm lost the fight, so he got upset. Then he tried to lie about it and said that, well, Cris said something on the bus. But then, Winklejohn said that Cris Cyborg said it backstage. So now they can't get their lies straight. But, before, we broke that story right here. When I say we, I'm talking about me and y'all. Those of y'all that y'all sent me the links and the articles. But, what I did was I deciphered those and put the pieces together. And we built the puzzle together. We broke that story right here on Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Nobody else broke that story when we actually proved that Mark Aragon and Mike Winklejohn was telling a lie. Trust me. Got a lot of messages off of that. A lot of people, and I can't tell you who sent me some of the messages, but trust me, these are people that you would know. And I'm just trying to tell you. But here go the thing, y'all. Here go the thing. See, Cris Cyborg didn't say she would never fight Amanda Nunes. She didn't say that. See, that's the thing, man, people not getting. She didn't say, I don't want to fight Amanda Nunes. This is what she said right here. Let me just go ahead and read it, okay? It's this first paragraph right here at the top of the screen. It says, I don't like to fight somebody from Brazil, but if she, meaning Amanda Nunes, wants to fight me, I'll fight anyone Dana White puts in front of me, end quote. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean I'm not going to fight her? I'll never fight her? No, it means, okay, if this the fight I got to fight, then I'll fight whoever they put in front of me. Does that seem like somebody who's afraid or ducking? But, of course, it's the Cris Cyborg narrative with a lot of people because they never ever want to look at facts, what the person's saying. They don't want to look at that. They just want to look at, oh, okay. Oh, well, she's ducking. Now, she says, Cyborg said Saturday night at UFC 219's post-fight press conference, but I say Megan Anderson because she's 145 pounds. And I like my division to grow. They need to invest. You need to put the girls at 145, which is absolutely right. That's absolutely right. They do need to put those girls at 145. Why? Here's why. We're gonna get to the main course of this video, okay? And Cris says no, not when she meant not just 145. Okay, no more 140. Cyborg said, I feel great at 145. This is my division. I'm open to fight anybody. Here's why she said that, okay? The reason why she said this, and see, here's the statement. See, the media, they'll do anything to try to manipulate and twist stuff around to actually literally make it seem like that Cris Cyborg is really not doing anything, that she's beating up on smaller girls. This is why. Now, look at this article right here, and I want y'all to see this, okay? This article right here in red, okay? It says, White already talked about this earlier this month when he told Yahoo Sports that the clash between Brazil's 2 remaining UFC champion was the fight to make. Now, I don't disagree with Dana White. I think this fight does need to happen. But I think the Megan Anderson fight needs to happen first. We're going to talk about time frames, okay? Cyborg successfully, after she defended her featherweight belt with the win over, former 135-pound champ Holly Holm. You see how the media made that, how they worded that? Oh, well, Cris Cyborg just beat up another 135-pounder. Okay. But, see, they were quick. They didn't even say that Holly, fought heavier, fought over 145 pounds when she boxed. I mean, they didn't say that. They ain't mentioned that. But they decided to mention that with Amanda Nunes. I wonder why. I wonder why they decided to mention that Amanda Nunes also fought at a heavier weight class, but they didn't mention that Holly Holm. See, with this, Cyborg just beat somebody who's smaller. See, Cyborg trying to cut all that out. She's trying to end all that nonsense, because that's what it is, a bunch of nonsense. Now, we're going to read this, okay? Well, hold on. Before we read what's in blue, okay, let's look at time frames, okay? Cris Cyborg said, I want to fight Megan Anderson first in 6 weeks. Now, let's think about this. Do you think that Amanda Nunes would actually have time to be prepared in 6 weeks? The answer is no, and Amanda Nunes would have turned that fight down if the fight were going to happen in 6 weeks. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Reason why Cris Cyborg wanted to fight Megan Anderson, because it was already in Australia. Megan Anderson ain't got to go nowhere. We ain't got to worry about a visa issue. Because Cris Cyborg, they know about the possible visa issues. It ain't no visa issue. You ain't got to go nowhere. You're in your home country. All you need to do is shut up and fight. And Megan turned the fight down, of course. Or, Megan said, no, I'm not cleared to fight. That's what she said, okay? Because of health reasons, she said, I'm not cleared to fight. So, even if Cris Cyborg wanted to fight Amanda Nunes on February the 10th, it wasn't going to happen. Amanda Nunes wouldn't have done that anyway, because that's not enough time for her to prepare for Cyborg. Amanda Nunes not stupid. It's funny now, people are riding with Amanda Nunes. People in Cyborg's Twitter comment feed, now they riding with Amanda Nunes. Wait a minute. I thought Amanda Nunes was a coward. I thought this was the coward, okay? I thought she was a coward because she had sinusitis. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Okay. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to see the fight. I gave her, hey, she was sick. And I was like, man, she ducked out of that fight with Valentina. But then when I looked at it, Tyron Woodley said, what, Amanda Nunes can't be sick? Because then I looked at Sage Northcutt, Dana White gave him a pass. I'm like, okay, well, Amanda really did. She had a doctor that said she had sinusitis. But Amanda Nunes still ducked Valentina because, she ducked her. But she fought her twice. So that completely negates that argument. But now people are pro-Amanda. They not pro-Amanda. They don't like Amanda Nunes either. They never liked Amanda Nunes. You know who they just hate more than Amanda Nunes is Cris Cyborg. Okay? Now let's look at what Cyborg, now I got this off Cris Cyborg's own website. If you don't believe it, go read it. Okay, read. I read more than I do anything. I read books all the time. And I read. That's why I'm giving you the information, okay? Okay, Cyborg says as a world champion, it is important that you face the #1 contender. That is what makes it sport and not entertainment. Now, I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Otherwise, what are the girls fighting at 145 pounds training to work towards if they know they will never be given a title shot, even if they become the best in the world? I agree with that statement, but I disagree that, at the end of the day, it's about money, okay? It is a business. And the UFC, they're not in the business, unfortunately, of making legacy fight. They're in the business of making money. So, Cris Cyborg, they got to understand that. That's reality, okay? They're going to have to be in the business of making it. But I think Cyborg, she tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. She tried to fight Megan Anderson and then turn around and fight Amanda Nunes. So I think that was the game plan to get both of those big paydays, but it's not going to happen that way. Okay, I have a responsibility to the sport to ensure that when I retire, the 145-pound division continues to exist, and it is because of that they want my next fight to be against a contender from the featherweight division, okay, that has fought at 145 pounds within the last year. Now, this is very significant. You know why Cris Cyborg said this? Because if she fight Amanda Nunes, you know what's going to happen? The media, they're going to do the same thing to try to discredit Cyborg. They're going to say, oh, Well, she fought somebody else that was 135 pounds. It'll be convenient for the media to say Amanda Nunes is coming up from the bantamweight division, okay? But it's convenient now to try to make Cyborg look like a coward to say, oh yeah, and Amanda fought at 145, Chris, so there's no reason why you shouldn't even fight her, you know? See, that the media is going to be very convenient. Cris Cyborg going there, she beat the PG-13 channel out of Amanda Nunes. If she go do that, guess the media, they're never going to mention, trust me, it's not going to be said again that Amanda Nunes was actually a featherweight. They ain't gonna say that. They're gonna say Cris Cyborg beat up the second bantamweight in a row. That's what they're gonna say. And see, Cris is in a position, she's pretty much damned if she do and she damned if she don't. There's nothing else that she could do. That's the reason why she wrote this, okay? Then she said, if Megan Anderson is not ready to fight, then the next available contender, Pam Sorensen, deserves the opportunity. I can continue giving fans super fights. However, in order for the division to grow, it is my responsibility to respect, okay, the work of all the women fighting at 145 pounds and give the top girls a chance at the title once they have earned it. If Amanda Nunes truly wants an opportunity to 145-pound belts, then win against any ranked contender in that division. Okay, that would help establish it. Now, yeah, I agree with that statement by Cyborg, but Cyborg ain't going to be able to try to dictate anything. It's pretty much what Dana White that they're going to want to do. It's what them. So Cyborg is in no position to dictate. She can't do it. It's not going to happen. Okay? But I do agree with the statement, you know? Okay, if Amanda Nunes is such a featherweight, so fight somebody in the featherweight division. She's trying to make the featherweight division legitimate, man. Not just having these bantamweights come up and save the fight. What she's saying is, I want to fight legitimate 145 pounds, so it ain't no more excuses. It ain't this. It ain't the person was too small. It ain't this. Okay, that's what it is. The evidence right here on the darn screen. This woman is not ducking Amanda Nunes, okay? She said I'll fight her if that's who they put in front of me, but she's complaining about the lack of competition in the 145-pound division because she's complaining that the UFC, they're not really pressing forward to get this talent in there. It's been a whole year. Are you serious? You mean nobody? Nobody thought, hey, let's try to get this person, and you know, everybody's saying no? When you got about 8 people who already said, I want to fight Cyborg, all these people want to fight Cyborg that's legitimate 145 pounders, but none of them getting signed. How does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm done. Subscribe to the Best Women's MMA platform on YouTube.